Welcome back to RFCoins, where we uncover hidden gems in your pocket change. Have you ever come across a 1985 Lincoln penny and wondered if it could be worth more than a cent? Well, hold on tight, because some of these pennies are selling for jaw-dropping amounts, as high as $597.41 or more. That's right. A simple penny from 1985 could be a goldmine in disguise. In this video, we will explore the history, rarity, errors, and market demand of the 1985 Ultra Lincoln penny and how you might have one sitting in your collection right now. Stick around until the end because we will also reveal how you can sell these coins for maximum profit. A visual timeline appears, showing Lincoln pennies from different years, finally stopping at 1985. The Lincoln penny series has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The 1985 Lincoln penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008 before being replaced by the Lincoln Bicentennial designs, and the shield sent. The 1985 Lincoln penny was struck in massive numbers at 3 different mints. The composition of these pennies is 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This was a change from the 95% copper pennies produced before mid-1982. Because of this shift, errors and rare varieties started appearing, making some of these coins incredibly valuable. Close-up shots of a 1985 penny rotating under bright lighting. Not all 1985 pennies are worth a fortune, but certain features can make them extremely rare and valuable. Here's what you need to look for. One of the most famous error varieties is the double die obverse, DDO, and double die reverse, DDR. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice by the minting press, causing a noticeable doubling effect. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. If you spot this, you might have a rare collector's piece worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A major misalignment during minting can cause an off-center strike, meaning part of the coin's design is missing. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. A 50% off-center penny with a visible date and mint mark could fetch hundreds of dollars. Some 1985 pennies feature a rare wide AM variety, where the spacing between the A and M in America on the reverse is wider than usual. This small difference can make your penny worth a significant amount. While most 1985 pennies were struck on a zinc planchet, some were accidentally struck on old copper planchets left over from previous years. These weigh 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams. If you suspect you have one, weigh it on a digital scale. A genuine copper 1985 penny could be worth thousands. Auction house footage showing record-breaking sales of rare pennies. Let's get to the most exciting part. How much money can a 1985 Lincoln penny fetch? A regular 1985 penny in circulated condition is only worth face value. A mint state uncirculated 1985 penny can sell for $5 to $50. A 1985 double die error penny can bring in $100 to $1,000 plus, depending on condition. A 1985 off-center strike penny can be worth $50 to $500 plus, with extreme misalignments going even higher. A 1985 copper planchet error penny, $5,000 to $20,000. The highest recorded sale of a rare 1985 Lincoln penny reached an astonishing $597.41 at auction. A step-by-step guide on how to identify, grade, and sell rare coins. Do you think you might have a valuable 1985 Lincoln penny? Here's what you need to do next: search your pocket change. Go through old jars, rolls of pennies, and inherited coin collections. Weigh your penny. If it weighs 3.11 grams, you might have a rare copper error penny. Use a magnifying glass to check for double die errors, off-center strikes, and wide AM varieties. Check the mint mark. Some rare varieties exist depending on whether your coin is from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC for authentication and best resale value. Sell through reputable coin auctions like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or eBay for maximum profit. Slow-motion shots of ultra-rare pennies in protective cases with an epic soundtrack. The 1985 Lincoln penny is one of the most exciting coins to collect. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, checking your change could lead to a life-changing discovery. Who knows? That tiny, ordinary penny in your wallet could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to find hidden treasures. Have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and happy treasure hunting. Could be hiding right in your pocket. Today, we are unlocking the secrets of the 1982 Ultra Lincoln Penny, a small coin with a massive value that could be worth a staggering $597.42 or even more. That's right, one single penny from 1982 could change your life if you find the right one. So stay tuned because we're about to explore the history, variations, errors, and market trends that make this coin one of the most sought-after pennies of all time. A historical timeline animation showing the evolution of Lincoln pennies from 1909 to 1982. The year 1982 was a turning point in American coinage history. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint made a monumental decision that would impact every penny produced from that year onward. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. However, due to inflation and increasing copper costs, the mint decided to switch to a copper-plated zinc composition, reducing the weight to 2.5 grams. This change resulted in two different types of pennies being minted in 1982, copper pennies. But that's not all. To add even more excitement, the mint also produced multiple varieties of the 1982 penny, making it a fascinating and valuable coin for collectors. Close-up shots of different 1982 penny varieties, highlighting mint marks and small differences. There are 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln penny, and some of them are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's break them down. 1982 Large Date Copper, common, but can be valuable in high grades. 1982 Small Date Copper, much rarer and highly sought after. 1982 Large Date Zinc, common and typically low value. 1982 Small Date Zinc, a key variety that can be extremely valuable. 1982 D Large Date Copper, produced at the Denver Mint. 1982 D Large Date Zinc, one of the most common varieties. 1982 D Small Date Zinc, the rarest and most valuable of all. Zoom in on a scale weighing 2 pennies side by side, 1 copper and 1 zinc, showcasing the weight difference. To determine if you have a valuable 1982 penny, follow these steps. Check the date size, compare the size of the numerals, especially the 8 and 2. Small date varieties have a more delicate and compact font. Look for a mint mark, a D, below the date means it was minted in Denver. No mint mark means it was made in Philadelphia. Inspect for errors and doubling. Some 1982 pennies have rare errors that can skyrocket their value. Show a collector's hand holding a magnifying glass over a 1982 D Small Date Zinc penny. Some 1982 pennies have error strikes, making them highly collectible and worth thousands of dollars. Here are some of the top errors to look for. 1982 D Small Date Copper Penny. This variety wasn't supposed to exist, yet some have been found. If you have one, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Double die obverse, a doubling effect on the inscriptions, such as Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes, if the coin design is shifted, the value increases. Broad strikes and clipped planchets, these minting errors make the coin even more desirable. Auction footage showing the excitement of collectors bidding on a rare 1982 penny. Now, let's talk money. How much are these pennies really selling for? A high-grade 1982 small date copper penny can fetch $50 to $500. The rare 1982 D small date zinc penny has sold for over $10,000 in mint condition. The 1982 D small date copper penny, one of the rarest errors, has hit auction prices of $18,000 plus. The record price for a 1982 Lincoln penny? A staggering $597.42. Show a collector carefully placing a rare penny into a protective case. If you think you might have a valuable 1982 penny, here's what you need to do: search through old coin jars, rolls, and pocket change. Use a scale to weigh each penny. Look for small date varieties and mint marks. Check for doubling errors with a magnifying glass. Get your coin authenticated by PCGS or NGC for maximum value. Sell through trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. The 1982 Ultra Lincoln Penny is one of the most exciting coins to collect, and who knows, you might already have one worth a fortune sitting in your piggy bank. So next time you see a 1982 penny, don't ignore it. It could be the key to a massive payday. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Let me know in the comments, do you have a 1982 penny? Welcome back to RFCoins, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we have an incredible story, a tiny 1977 Lincoln penny that could be worth a whopping $597.40 or more. You heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin could change your life if you find the right one. So, how do you know if you're sitting on a goldmine? What makes this coin so special? And most importantly, how much real money can you get for it today? Stick around because I am going to break down everything you need to know about the history, rarity, key errors, and market demand of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Let's get started. Quick montage of old pennies, hands sorting through rolls of coins, and auction houses selling rare cents for thousands of dollars. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, but the 1977 version has some surprises that make it a collector's dream. This penny was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was still using the 95% copper, 5% zinc composition, which had been in place since 1962. Unlike modern pennies that are mostly zinc with a thin copper coating, these older cents are heavier and more durable. But here's where it gets really interesting. In the 1970s, the U.S. Mint was still struggling with quality control issues, leading to some rare and valuable errors that make specific 1977 pennies worth big money. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare varieties, you could be looking at a huge payday. Zoomed-in shots of a 1977 penny under a microscope as the host points out key features to look for. So, what exactly should you be looking for? Here are the biggest factors that could turn your ordinary penny into a jackpot. This is one of the most sought-after errors for this year. It happens when the die strikes the coin twice but slightly misaligned, causing a doubling effect on key design elements. If you spot this rare doubling, congratulations. You could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands depending on its condition. This error occurs when the coin is struck improperly, causing the design to be misaligned. The more off-center it is, the more valuable the penny becomes. A 50% off-center strike with the date still visible can fetch hundreds or even thousands from serious collectors. One of the strangest and most intriguing errors is the floating roof variety. This happens when the details on the Lincoln Memorial Building appear incomplete, making it look like the roof is floating above the columns. These error coins have been sold for $50 to $500 depending on condition. Die cracks and CUD errors occur when the die used to strike the coin is damaged, leaving raised lines or blobs of metal on the surface of the penny. Some of these errors, if prominent enough, can make a penny worth over $1,000. Auction footage showing rare pennies being sold for thousands of dollars. Let's talk money. How much are these 1977 pennies actually selling for? A regular 1977 penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent. A 1977 double die penny has sold for over $3,000 at auctions. 1977 off-center strikes have been valued between $200 and $1,500. The floating roof error variety has sold for $50 to $500. And the highest recorded sale for a 1977 Lincoln penny? A staggering $597.40 at auction. The host holding up a magnifying glass and pointing to a roll of pennies, encouraging viewers to search through their change. So, now that you know what to look for, how can you cash in if you find a valuable 1977 penny? Check your pocket change, piggy banks, and old coin rolls. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to spot doubling, die cracks, Or off-center strikes, weigh your penny. If it feels slightly heavier than modern pennies, you might have an older, valuable copper coin. Send your coin for grading. The top services are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Sell through the right channels. The best places to sell valuable pennies include eBay, heritage auctions, Stacksbowers, and local coin shops. Close-up of a 1977 penny with a dramatic zoom-out to reveal stacks of cash beside it, and there you have it. The 1977 Ultra Lincoln penny is a must-have for collectors, and if you're lucky enough to find one with rare errors, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Always check your change, because you never know, you might be walking around with a penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Have you ever found a rare penny? Let me know in the comments. Today, we have something absolutely mind-blowing, the 1977 D Ultra Lincoln penny that could be worth a staggering $597.43. That's right, one tiny cent could turn into a goldmine if you know exactly what to look for. Stick around, because I'm about to reveal everything from its history, value, rare errors, and market demand. You won't believe how much some collectors are willing to pay for these. Let's dive right in. A brief montage of rare pennies being examined under magnifying glasses, scales, and coin grading slabs. The 1977 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark right below the date. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The 1977 penny is special for several reasons. It was minted during a time when the U.S. was experiencing economic shifts, causing changes in coin production and quality. During this period, pennies were still composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making them heavier than modern zinc pennies. With copper prices fluctuating, collectors are increasingly looking for high-quality examples of pre-1982 pennies, including the 1977 D, as they contain intrinsic metal value as well as collector value. Close-up shots of a 1977 D penny under a microscope, zooming in on the surface. So, why is this penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in some unique characteristics and errors that collectors hunt for. One of the most valuable varieties of the 1977 D penny is the double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, leading to a doubling effect. If you spot doubling, you could be sitting on a jackpot. Some have sold for over $15,000 in auctions. Another error that makes the 1977 D penny valuable is an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, making the coin appear off-centered. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Coins with 50% or more off-center but still showing a full date can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A unique error found on some 1977 D pennies is the famous BIE variety. This occurs when a small die break appears between the letters B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like an extra letter I. While this isn't as valuable as a double die or off-center strike, collectors still pay a premium for well-defined BIE pennies. Show auction results and records for rare 1977 D pennies. So, let's talk about the real money behind these coins. How much can you actually sell a 1977 D Lincoln penny for? A regular 1977 D penny in circulated condition is worth face value, but an uncirculated, high-grade penny can sell for $5 to $1.50. If you have an MS-67 or higher-graded penny, it could bring $500 to $5,000,01977 D double die errors. Some have sold for over $15,000 off-center errors. Depending on severity, anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s. And get this, the highest recorded sale of a 1977 D penny hit nearly $597.43 at auction. Show online marketplace listings for 1977 D pennies, including eBay, Heritage Auctions, and PCGS. If you think you might have a rare 1977 D penny, here's how you can cash in. Check your pocket change. Look through old piggy banks, coin jars, and even bank rolls. Use a magnifying glass to check for double die errors, BIE errors, or off-center strikes. Get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to authenticate its rarity. Sell through reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Stacksbowers. Slow-motion shots of rare pennies, with dramatic music building up. So there you have it. The 1977 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is one of the most exciting and valuable coins out there. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, always check your change, because you never know, that one little penny in your pocket could be worth a life-changing amount of money. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the Lincoln Vault, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny? Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and happy treasure hunting. Show the Lincoln Vault logo with a call to subscribe. Music fades out. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable pennies in U.S. history, the 1976 Ultra Lincoln Penny. You may have walked past one of these little copper gems without realizing that it could be worth a jaw-dropping $597.44 or even more at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin from 1976 can turn into a life-changing fortune if you know exactly what to look for. So, stick around as we explore the history, rarity, valuable errors, and current market value of this incredible penny. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started. A brief montage of rare pennies being examined under microscopes, placed on weighing scales, and stored in protective slabs. The 1976 Lincoln penny was minted in a historic year for the United States. It marked the bicentennial celebration, honoring 200 years since the founding of the nation. Though the Lincoln penny did not receive a special bicentennial design like the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins, it remains a key piece of numismatic history. Most of these coins were struck in large numbers and circulated widely, but certain rare varieties and errors make some of them highly valuable today. Some pennies from 1976 have been sold for thousands of dollars, and a select few have reached record-breaking prices at auction. Close-up shots of a 1976 penny under magnification, revealing details of the coin's design and mint mark locations. Not all 1976 pennies are worth more than a cent, but some key factors determine whether you're holding a rare and valuable coin. Let's break it down. Coins in mint state condition with minimal scratches and a strong strike command higher prices. A regular 1976 penny in circulated condition is worth face value, but an MS-67 or higher graded coin can sell for hundreds or even thousands. One of the rarest and most valuable varieties of the 1976 penny is the Denver Mint copper planchet error. Some of these pennies were mistakenly struck on pre-1975 copper planchets instead of the intended 1976 zinc core planchets. If you find a 1976 D penny that weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you could be holding a small fortune. Some 1976 pennies were struck with a double die error, meaning the design elements were accidentally stamped twice, creating a doubling effect. If you notice doubling on the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date, 1976, your penny could be worth thousands of dollars. Another valuable error occurs when the coin's design is struck off-center, creating a unique misalignment. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Coins with at least 50% off-center strikes have sold for over $5,000. A small number of 1976 pennies were accidentally struck on dime planchets, making them appear thinner and silver-colored. These errors are incredibly rare and can fetch upwards of $10,000 depending on the condition. Show auction results for rare 1976 pennies, including Heritage Auctions, eBay, and PCGS Records. So, how much can you actually sell a 1976 Lincoln penny for in today's market? a circulated 1976 penny is typically worth 1 cent. A rare MS-68 plus 1976 penny can bring in $5,000 to $10,000. Double die and off-center strike errors range from $500 to $15,000 depending on severity. Copper planchet errors and dime planchet errors have sold for $10,000 to $25,000. The highest recorded sale of a 1976 Lincoln penny reached nearly $597.44 at auction. Display online marketplace listings of high-value 1976 pennies to show real-world demand. If you think you may have a rare 1976 Lincoln penny, follow these steps to verify its value and cash in. Check your change and coin collections. Pennies from 1976 are common, but rare varieties exist everywhere. Use a scale to weigh your penny. If it weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, it could be a valuable copper planchet error. Examine the coin with a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for double die errors, off-center strikes, or other unique markings. Get your coin professionally graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Sell through trusted auction houses. Try Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or eBay for the best prices. A cinematic sequence of rare pennies being placed in collectors' albums, with dramatic music building excitement. So there you have it. The 1976 Ultra Lincoln penny is one of the most exciting coins to look for in your pocket change. With rare errors, high-grade conditions, and market demand, this coin holds the potential to be worth thousands. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, always check your change, because hidden treasures are everywhere. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy treasure hunting and may you find a hidden fortune in your pocket change. The channel's logo appears on screen with a call to subscribe. Music fades out.